For I, Yahweh, your God, hold your right hand, saying to you, do not fear, I shall help you. Well, good Monday morning, my friend, my fellow believer. Here we are again, standing at the beginning of another work week. For some people, Monday mornings are exciting. It's a fresh start, a new opportunity, a clean slate. But for a lot of us, Monday can feel a little heavy too. There's work waiting to be done, responsibilities piling up, and maybe even a few things hanging over our heads that we'd rather not deal with. I was thinking about that the other morning while I was out riding. There are certain hills around here that I've ridden so many times that I know exactly where they are. I know where the climb begins and where my legs are going to start complaining, and where I'm going to be tempted to slow down and wonder why I decided to come this way in the first place. And every now and then, especially on a hot morning, I'll find myself shifting into an easier gear, long before I actually need to. Not because the hill is beating me, but because I know what's ahead. A lot of us start the week that way. We haven't even reached Wednesday yet, and we're already worrying about Friday. We haven't had the difficult conversation yet, but we're already rehearsing it in our minds. We haven't faced the problem, but we've already convinced ourselves that we're not strong enough to handle it. And right into the middle of all that anxiety, God says these words. For I, Yahweh, your God, hold your right hand, saying to you, do not fear, I shall help you. Just stop and think about that for a minute. The uncreated creator of heaven and earth doesn't simply shout instructions from a distance. He doesn't say, good luck out there, and send us on our way. He says, I hold your right hand. That's the language of closeness. It's the language of a father helping his child cross a busy street or learn how to ride a bike. It's the language of someone walking beside you or riding with you when the road gets difficult. And notice the reason we're told not to fear. God doesn't say, do not fear because the road ahead is easy. He doesn't say, do not fear because nothing bad will ever happen. No, he says, do not fear because I shall help you. The promise isn't that life will be free from hardship. The promise is that we don't face hardship alone. I think that's something we all need to hear on a Monday morning. Because if we're honest, a lot of our fears come from the feeling that everything depends on us. We think we have to carry every burden, solve every problem, and somehow hold our entire world together with our own strength. But Isaiah reminds us that we were never meant to do that. Yahweh, God, the Lord Most High, doesn't ask us to be self-sufficient. He asks us to trust Him. Maybe you've got a long week ahead of you. Maybe you're stepping into something uncertain. Maybe you're carrying worries about your family, your finances, your health, or something nobody else even knows about. Whatever it is, hear these words again. For I, Yahweh, your God, hold your right hand, saying to you, do not fear, I shall help you. Not next month, not someday in the future, today, this Monday morning. As you head out the door, drive or ride to work, sit at your desk, or start whatever responsibilities are waiting for you, remember that you don't ride that road by yourself. The God who created the mountains walks beside you through the valleys. The God who set the stars in place is fully aware of the things keeping you awake at night. And the God who holds your right hand has not let go. So take a deep breath. Trust Him with this week. and keep moving forward, one day at a time. Because whatever hill is waiting around the bend, you won't have to climb it alone. Thank you for joining me here this morning, my fellow believers and non-believers alike, as we start this here work week. I hope to see you here again tomorrow morning for another word of inspiration and devotion. And until then, Abba willing, shalom, shalom.